All right, look. Normally I cover the Joe Buttons podcast on this channel, but we're going to get straight to the content. Now, we're going to smoke it up because we have a podcast ending. Demetrius Johnson, MMA guru, no longer a podcast, right? Now, it's coming out that MMA guru is the person that actually ended the podcast with him and Mighty Mouse, Demetrius Johnson, right? Now, a lot of people are going to be like, why? I was a fan of Demetrius Johnson, Mighty Mouse, and I was a fan of MMA guru. Over time, MMA guru is just a racist guy, and it is what it is. Now, granted, if you're familiar with Rampage Jackson, right? His son conducted himself in a disgusting manner in a pro wrestling circuit, right? Long story less long, go watch the video. But he basically pummeled a guy that was defenseless. Disgusting activity. MMA guru took that opportunity to say, oh, I should be able to call him the hard R. This is the perfect opportunity to call him a hard R. I should call him a hard R. What are you talking about? MMA guru. It's ignorant white people, ignorant black people, ignorant Asian people, ignorant Indian people. It's ignorant Hispanic people. It's ignorant people in every culture that have disgusting moments in society. But for you to take the opportunity to say, oh, I should be able to call him the hard R, you're a coward and you're a weirdo. I stopped watching him after that. Islam recently had a match where he became a double champion. If you follow MMA guru, he calls them cousin uckers. He calls them inbred. He hates people from Dagestan. Not only does he hate people from Dagestan, but he hates the whole Islamic community, right? And the whole time he comes off respectfully like a crybaby. MMA guru is from England. How many champions are y'all producing? Demetrius Johnson, you're running around with MMA guru. How many champions are America producing? If you take boxing and if you take UFC, right? And you exclude all FBA. FBA means Foundational Black Americans, right? How many champions are there? None. None. But see, you got to watch dudes like MMA guru that follow these far right ideologies, because at the end of the day, they're just crybabies. Even in UFC, we have people with far right ideologies. You have a Jake Shields. You have a Sean Strickland. You have a Kobe Covington. How many championships do they have? Why they don't have no belts right now? They can't get over the hump because they're crybabies at the highest level. MMA guru is a crybaby. Your country is not producing champions. White America is not producing champions. But y'all in these corners of the internet crying and complaining. But y'all not standing on business. When I say standing on business, that's slang. Meaning y'all not stepping up to the plate and holding down y'all respectful countries at all. MMA guru is so obsessed with Dagestani people. It's a boring fight. They're inbred. Oh, they're Muslim. Oh, they're this. What are you doing? What is your country producing? I even heard MMA guru have derogatory comments towards American wrestling. What is your country doing? How many champions have come from England in comparison to America? But you're on the internet crying, complaining, and moaning and groaning because that's all those people do when it comes to that far right ideology. No champions. I'm in America. Basketball, baseball, football, boxing, UFC. That far right ideology stuff don't run nothing. You're just a crybaby, bro. You're just another far right crybaby grifting guy with ideologies that don't produce results. I'm sorry. These far right guys, a lot of these far right guys, these conservative guys, they feel protected because they're white passing, and they feel like they're protected by the military and by the police. But we know historically, when stuff hits the fan, minorities get drafted. Point blank, period. I'm pouring up a shot right now because RIP to that podcast. Mighty Mouse, you were exhibiting yourself as a raccoon. It is what it is, bro. You are a legendary fighter. You are a raccoon for running around with MMA Guru. And then even most recently, I clicked on his YouTube channel to listen to his commentary about the UFC. Why is Mighty Mouse on there crying about New York and their mayor? Who? Do you live in New York? Do most of your listeners live in New York? Shut up. We're here to hear your expertise about MMA. But you're being a right-wing grifter. Shut your black ass up, bro. Because when stuff hits the fan, these far-right dudes ain't going to respect you. They're going to look at you like a race traitor. And granted, listen, if it was like a bunch of Dagestanian dudes that was racist, or like Brock Lesnar that was racist, if you live in America, Christian McCaffrey might be a top 5 running back of all time. If it's Christian McCaffrey being racist, I would respect it. These are elite white athletes. It's MMA Guru, who, if you look at him in the video, he looks fat. He's not fat. He's in shape. Shout out to MMA Guru. You a bitch. You're not combat ready. You peacocking. You trying to look like something that you not, bro. And like I said, I'm not even going to be a hater. MMA Guru, I loved his videos. But that Rampage Jackson where he was like, oh, I should be able to call him a hard R. And then every time a Dagestanian guy wins, I got to hear him crying, oh, they're inbred, they're this. What is your country producing, bro? If y'all a fan of history like me, I'm going to be respectful. If y'all a fan of history like me, Hitler had your country high in train stations, bro, from bombings until America pulled up. And it wasn't just white Americans. It was black Americans too, drafted, thrown into that World War II stuff. MMA Guru is a bitch. He's a crying bitch. It is what it is. And Demetrius Johnson has done nothing but act like a raccoon. Demetrius Johnson, why are you talking about what's going on in New York? I had to turn that video off right immediately. He's like, yeah, they believe in transportation, free transportation. Me and my wife had to work 3 jobs. Yo, Demetrius Johnson, shut your black ass up, bro. You a raccoon. And then you running around with this dude. One of the first episodes of Demetrius Johnson and MMA Guru was MMA Guru wearing like a dashiki. He's trolling Africans. Now I'm FBA. It's not my business. But I'm like, what are you doing? Weirdo activity. This far right stuff is a lot of, listen, I said it in other videos. I'll say it again. If it was Brock Lesnar, if it was Khabib being racist, I would respect it. It's always this MMA Guru, Nick Fuentes type of guy. Like, dude, y'all not stepping on shit. When I say stepping on shit, y'all not handling business. You're not doing nothing. And when it comes to combat sports or competitive sports, that racist ideology does nothing. So all y'all can do is gather together and cry, bitch, and complain. Let's take this shot. Cheers. Huh. But yeah, that podcast ended. And it probably had a lot to do with Demetrius Johnson. Demetrius Johnson is cool. I'm not going to say cool, but he has videos with Khabib and Islam and stuff like that, and with the Dagestanian guys. And if you see how they just whoop Dylan Dennis' ass, they not beat for a lot of disrespect. So a cowardly guy like MMA Guru, he's not pulling up to a MMA event, a UFC event. Now, granted, MMA Guru is very successful when it comes to YouTube. He is the biggest MMA streamer. Not streamer, but he's the biggest MMA content creator, and it's not close. He's the man when it comes to that. I don't follow him no more. I used to. He's the man when it comes to that. So he can get bodyguards. But Demetrius Johnson, you want to cover these guys? You can't see that these dudes on the Caucasus Mountains. Now, let me go on the side quest. Khabib Islam. So if you live in America and you filling out, like, let's say you're filling out a job application, right? It asks you African American, white American, Caucasian, right? Khabib and Islam live on the Caucasus Mountains. And these are white Muslims. That always blows my mind. It don't get more Caucasian than dudes that live on the Caucasus Mountains. And all these dudes is Muslim. And MMA Guru has nothing but disgusting commentary when it comes to this culture. But what is his culture doing? On the internet, crying, bitching, complaining, not stepping on shit. No English champions, no white American champions in boxing or UFC. Why? You got to watch out for that far right ideology. That MMA Guru, Nick Fuentes swagger, that shit is nothing. These guys are not stepping on shit. You got to go to boxing, and just to see an American champion, it got to be a black guy. And UFC, y'all know who the greatest champion of all time. Y'all know who the greatest fighter of all time. Black American, John Jones. I know y'all going to say, oh, John Jones do the Trump thing. I don't care what John Jones do. Because he fucking everybody up. It is what it is. You go get Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, George St. Pierre, John Jones killing all these dudes. Y'all far right dudes want to go get Conor McGregor. John Jones would kill Conor McGregor with his bare hands. And Conor McGregor on steroids. And John Jones would kill him. Yeah, this podcast is over. But Mighty Mouse, it don't matter no more. You already are a coon. You crying about this. You crying about that. You running around with MMA Guru. You already marked, bro. Now, granted, Mighty Mouse might not want a black. He never had a black fan base to his knowing. I was a big fan of him. I was literally purchasing pay-per-views because of Mighty Mouse. I respect him, even though he was in a baby weight class. I was respecting him. Raccoon activity, bro, running around with MMA Guru. And MMA Guru is clearly on a journey of right-wing grifting. But all that right-wing grifting for what? When you don't produce top athletes or top fighters. MMA Guru is from England. Did y'all see what Floyd Mayweather did to Ricky Hatton? Did you see what Pacquiao did to Ricky Hatton? Yo, bro, what the fuck are we talking about right now? MMA Guru, get off that racist shit, bro. I'm sorry. And, like, you'll never have me as a subscriber, but I'm just one person. But, like, that far right ideology is bullshit. It's not people stepping on shit. It's a lot of crying, bitching, and complaining men all sticking together. And my boy MMA Guru, listen. You racist as fuck, but you in shape. But you're not in fighting shape, bro. Because if you was in fighting shape, you will pull up to an MMA event, but you're not. You know why? Because they're going to do you like they did Dylan Dennis. Dylan Dennis talk a lot of shit. They whooped his fucking ass. Dylan Dennis was like, that nigga was fucked up. I ain't going to cat. You pull up to an MMA event, they gonna do you fucking bad. That's why you gotta record in England hiding, bro. But like I said, Demetrius Johnson, Mighty Mouse, he wanna record with these guys. He wanna do his thing. Yo, you gave him a blessing by cutting ties. Because them Russian dudes was about to whoop his ass too. Listen, man, I'm not going to extend this video any longer. Like, subscribe, turn your notifications on. I'm out.